Hello, YouTube world. How you doing? I am Queen Lillie. Welcome to my live. We will be discussing no other than Donald Trump. Yes, in the AIPAC, AIPAC. We're going to discuss them Israel. Article 2, Executive Branch. Section 4, Impeachment. We're going to discuss that. We will talk about Mike Johnson, of course, because right now they have went today and put the pressure on Mike Johnson's neck. You know, that grinder neck that Mike Johnson has. Hello, King Allen. Hello, baby. We will be talking about Mike Johnson. Yes, because the new Democrat, the one that won the special election, I keep forgetting her name. She and a group of Democrats went to Mike Johnson's office. They putting the pressure on that bussy neck of Mike Johnson, which we all saw the cover of Time magazine. Oh yeah, oh yeah. We all saw the cover of Time magazine with Donald Trump's neck up in the air looking like a bussy. So they went to Mike Johnson's office to put their foot across Mike Johnson's bussy neck. Yes. So it was a group of them, and I have several videos on that to show y'all. We will discuss the Article 2, Section 4. If the president is impeached for treason, the vice president and all civil office shall be removed. That'll mean Pam Bundy, Cash Patel will have to go too. So what we need to do, we need to have Donald Trump impeached for treason. Then they all gonna go bye-bye, and we will all be happy again here in America. Yes, we will, and yes, we can. But we got so much to cover, y'all. It's so much. Ooh, y'all, when I tell you, I don't know how long Donald Trump is gonna last in that Oval Office because the heat is on. Yes, on. Hit that like button as you all are coming in. If you like to donate to my channel, you can send me super chats and super stickers. If you like to donate to my channel, again, you can send me super chats and super stickers. That is a way to donate to help me build my channel. And to show me that you appreciate all the hard work and the research that I do. So what do we do on my channel? We do research, everybody. I have two different types of memberships. One is the Ruby's membership and one is the Diamonds membership. The Ruby's membership is $4.99. The Diamonds membership is $9.99. Get you one. Again, hit that like button as you all are coming in. If you like to donate to my channel, you can send me super chats and super stickers. So we're going to go ahead and get started here because it's so much to cover. And I need to be out of here before it get dark because I got to go somewhere before it get dark and try to make it back to my side of town because I don't want to be on that side of town when it's dark. Anyway, so we're going to get this party started. Hello, everybody. Hit the like button as you come in. Hello, Queen Carrie. How you doing? Hello, King Allen. I love you. All of you in the bushes, I love you. Hit the like button, please. Come on, hit that like button. So Tucker Carlson has reported that Israel Prime Minister Netanyahu told multiple people, I can control the United States. I control Donald Trump. That is what Netanyahu has said, and it is true. In my opinion, I believe every last bit of it because they got done and running around like a yo-yo, being slanged all over the place right now. Donald Trump will always live. Another thing, I should have said this first. Donald Trump will always live in President Barack Obama's shadow. As you noticed last week, he did not get the Nobel Peace Prize. A brown woman got the Nobel Peace Prize. But who has it? President Barack Obama. And Donnie just wanted so bad he could taste it. He claimed he wasn't jealous that a brown woman got it. But if you watched his face and watched the way he moved his lips and the way his eyes was going, Donnie boy was definitely jealous. He wanted that Nobel Peace Prize so bad he made up lies that he ceased 7 to 8 wars, y'all. And we all know that's not true. Not at all, baby. Hit that like button for me. So I'm going to show y'all something because Israel is said to be the enemy. And the enemy within the United States is who? Donald J. Trump.
Is our top enemy. Cut off the goddamn funding. You're taking my money to murder Palestinian children. You goddamn racist. We've given Israel $310 billion. And then Israel comes and says, you owe us. Israel controls America. Saying anything otherwise is absurd. It's counterfactual. We should cut off Israel. They're not an ally. Let's be clear about it. No one has gotten us in more trouble. No one has caused more harm. No one has caused more wars in my lifetime than Israel. Israel is not our ally. They are our enemy. They take money from us. They incriminate us to the whole world. No one has hurt this country more than Israel has. Israel is our top.
Again, Tucker Carlson has reported, and everything I show you is fair use, great for educational purposes, great research purposes, and great entertainment purposes. But what we do over here on my channel, put it in the chat. We do research. I'm going to tell you this again because you're going to see Tucker Carlson speak on it too. But this is from Turks, Breezy Politics, I believe. Yeah, Breezy's Politics. And that is the, I think those are Turks. He's on that show, the Turks, if I'm not mistaken. But he may be on Breezy Politics now, the video we just watched. Tucker Carlson has reported that Israel, PM Netanyahu, told multiple people, I control the United States and I control Donald Trump. We don't even have our own country, y'all. Israel is running America. Israel picks Donald Trump mate. Who? jdvance. Because Peter Thiel, he's part of Israel. And the rest of them too. Donald Trump is not running this country. This country is being ran by Israel and people that Israel picked for Donald Trump's cabinet. Now, who was a lobbyist for the people that we just gave some of the land of Idaho to? Come on now. We talked about this already. Pam Bundy. And who is Pam Bundy? The attorney, the DOJ for this country. She was the attorney general, I think, in Florida, but she is the DOJ in this country. Y'all, when I tell you America has got pimped up, but I tell you something, you can't blame the black man. You can't blame President Barack Obama because MAGA is y'all, your savior, boy. That's who's doing it. Your savior, Donald Trump, is running this country into the ground. One moment, please. And the only quickest way we could get rid of Donald Trump in his criminal cabinet, we must put forward Article 2, Executive Branch, Section 4, Impeachment. The president, vice president, and all civil officers of the United States shall be removed from office on impeachment for and conviction of treason, bribery, other high crimes, and misdemeanors. And Donald Trump, in my opinion, has done all of those things. Yes, he has. Donald Trump has 34 felonies. He should not been allowed to be in the Oval Office. He's a criminal. What are 34 felonies? It tells you that man is a criminal. So let's listen to Mike Johnson, what they have said about Mike Johnson, because Mike Johnson is protecting pedos.
Let's cut to it. Speaker Johnson is protecting pedophiles. That's what this is all about. The only reason Adelita Grijalva is not being sworn in right now is because he wants to protect whatever is in those files, all the pedophiles that would be revealed, and he wants to make sure every day that that doesn't happen. He has one more day to protect all those pedophiles, whether it's involving Donald Trump or any of his rich elite friends. That is what Speaker Johnson is doing here. Every reason that he has ever come up with
Queen
has
Ms.
changed
Bugs.
from day 1, day 2, day 3. The only thing that's been consistent the whole time is that Speaker Johnson.
If y'all see Teal, put her name in the chat, please.
Speaker Johnson is covering up for pedophiles, and in the process, Arizona does not have a congresswoman. Right now, of all the times we have flooding, you know how often Arizona gets rain, let alone floods? In Tucson, in her district, those members do not have someone to call to ask for help because Speaker Johnson is covering up for pedophiles. Do you guys get that? Speaker Johnson is covering up for pedophiles.
Hello, King Danny.
Let's cut to it.
Speaker Johnson is protecting the MAGA Republican pedos. I guess Grindr wasn't enough for them. Grindr just couldn't be enough that they have to be pedos too. Sad, but it's true. Being a DL man wasn't enough for them. They just gotta be pedos too. And who Mike Johnson protecting? Donald Trump and the pedo Republicans. So, America, because of Donald Trump, America has bailed out Argentina. $40 billion. And there's more about that I got to share too. One moment, please.
Some big news right now, the Argentina bailout from the United States has doubled to $40 billion. Previously, the United States was going to send $20 billion of your taxpayer dollars to Argentina.
Hello, Leon Smith King. Hey.
To $40 billion. According to Scott Besson, he said, quote, that would be a total of $40 billion for Argentina. He described the situation as a, quote, economic Monroe Doctrine. Essentially, the United States is using economic power rather than any other military power, etc. And while a lot of this is contingent
upon Queen of Lady 747,
President of Argentina winning re-election and doing well in the upcoming elections in Argentina, but just know your taxpayer dollars, $40 billion of it, is now heading towards another country. This is not necessarily an America First mentality from the Trump administration.
It is not America First. MAGA, you keep running around here wearing those ball caps, make America great. So giving Argentina $40 billion is making America great? While he's cutting off funding for America, there's no way in pure HELL that you think it is okay. If you do, you need to be 4150 or whatever they call it, 5150 or whatever it's called. That's what you need. You need to be in the straitjacket if you think this is okay, to take from the American people and give Argentina $50 million. But Donnie ain't doing it for nothing. He always wanting something. He got his hand out for everything. He even take that hand and grab him by the PUSSY. Subscribe to Aaron Partners, please. So, since we're on the topic of people that Donnie continues to give billions of dollars to, and we can't find Israel in the books when we was in school. Israel, it was made by that white man, okay? Hold on.
I want to show you something, okay? I'm going to show you something that I think
hit
can help
the like button, please.
Contextualize what's going on around you.
Hello, King Edward.
This is an international world atlas published by Rand McNally. Here you go. Published in 1941 for the first time, and 1947 most recently. That's what this edition is, okay? I want you to look at these flags and see if you notice
world flags,
an Israeli flag or a Palestinian flag. You won't. Because at the time that this was published, there was no Israel. Look right here. Where's Israel? It didn't exist. It was called Palestine. So we're going to go to page 125. And we're just going to take a look. Okay? Palestine. Now, I want you to look at the names of the towns. They're all in Arabic. If you want an example of what happened to all of these towns after 1948, look up Tantura. It was a fishing village that was depopulated, forcibly, ethnically cleansed, okay? You don't see the West Bank here, do you? Because this is Palestinian territory, all of it. Palestine. And yes, you're going to see Judea here. Because Prior to the invention of the so-called State of Israel, Jews, Christians, and Muslims lived in peace in Palestine. I want to show you something, okay?
Palestine been there long before Israel was thought of. Go back and look in the Bible. And Israel is actually, I think if not mistaken, wait a minute, I got a video about that. Hold on. Israel is not what you think. The white man took the name Israel and swiped it and flipped it over and made it a state that did not exist if you just saw that map. But what is Israel? Israel was a person that was in the Bible. Hold on.
The problem is,
this Israel is not the one God is talking about.
Israel in the Middle East, the state of Israel is not Bible Israel. The state of Israel was a political and economic orchestration in 1948. That's not Bible Israel. Oh, you know. In the Bible, Israel is a person. Jacob. He wrestled with God.
Hit the like button.
Just morning, his tie was broken. God told him, from now your name will no more be called Jacob, but Israel have prevailed with God. Then
but the white man goes and change everything.
Tribes of Israel. But because they did not obey God and follow God, their enemies scattered them all over the earth. So that Israel was gone. Oh, in 1948, there was a political arrangement by the Rothschild. If you know the Rothschild, the Rothschild actually created the state of Israel, historical. Wow. So the Israel you have today in the Middle East is not the Israel in the Bible.
So where is Israel of the Bible?
It's no more.
Scattered.
It's no more.
So why are now some people who say, oh, we are the real Israelites, we are the Jews, we are the Israelites?
Well, if you study the Bible very well, the coming of Jesus demystified Israel. The coming of Jesus retired Israel. Because when Jesus came, he put an end to the dichotomy between the Jew and the Gentile. Jesus took the Jew, the Gentile, put them together, and out of the Jew and the Gentile brought out a new kind of humanity that never existed before, which is now the true Israel of God, which is not measured by circumcision in the foreskin, but circumcision of the heart. That's where the Bible teaches it. So today, the Israel of God are those that are born of God by believing in the gospel of Christ. It's no more a state somewhere in the middle. You see, the problem is,
this Israel is not the one God is talking about.
The Israel in the Middle East, the state of Israel is not Bible Israel. The state of Israel was a political and economic orchestration in 1948. That's not Bible Israel. Oh, you know. In the Bible, Israel is a person. Jacob.
Oh, behold, the precious Lamb of God. Woo! To hear the truth is amazing, y'all. Johnny ain't no Christian. I got more on that too, baby. The precious Lamb of God. Whoa, we got a lot to learn tonight, y'all. Thank you, Jesus. We got a lot to learn because they lied to us. They lied to us, y'all. Yes, they do.
Netanyahu is boasting that he can bring the US along with whatever he does.
America, especially today with America, I know what America is. America is something that can be easily pushed to the right direction.
Wow, America can be easily pushed. Even if that is true, it's insulting to hear out loud. And to be fair, Bibi has had a lot of success in pushing America.
If you take out Saddam,
Yahoo.
I guarantee you,
Netanyahu.
it will have enormous positive reverberations on the region.
My fellow citizens, at this hour, American and coalition forces are in the early stages of military operations to disarm Iraq, to undermine Saddam Hussein's ability to wage war.
Obviously, we like to see a regime change, at least I would, in Iran, just as I would like to see in Iraq.
A short time ago, the U.S. military carried out massive precision strikes on the 3 key nuclear facilities in the Iranian regime.
Iraq, Iran, and Libya.
Today, I authorize the armed forces of the United States to begin a limited military action in Libya.
Is running around the Middle East, his region, and his own country and telling people, point blank, just stating it, I control the United States. I control Donald Trump. I'm an American. You can't treat, it's too humiliating. I can't handle that. And I shouldn't have to put up with that.
Benjamin Netanyahu is boasting that he can bring the US along with whatever he does.
Especially today with America. I know what America is. America is something that can be easily pushed to the right direction.
Wow. America can be easily pushed. Even if that is true, it's insulting to hear out loud. And to be fair, Bibi has had a lot of success in pushing America.
If you take out Saddam, I guarantee that it will have enormous positive reverberations on the region.
My fellow citizens, this hour.
Is Benjamin Netanyahu the president of the United States? Because I got something to show y'all where he even said, and it has been said, that he placed and picked Donald Trump's cabinet. J.D. once said that Donald Trump was not the man to be in Oval Office. You know he said it. I played it here on my channel. But all of a sudden, he's been placed as the vice president of the United States of America. He didn't pick his cabinet. J.D. Vance didn't even like Donald Trump, and y'all know this. One moment, please. What I'm about to show you is just her own words and thoughts and opinions, but I love to share what others have to say in their opinions. Listen carefully, and I love you.
Zionism is a satanic movement. Now, before I go any further, this content is protected by the United States Constitution and is strictly for entertainment purposes only. Zionism began in Basel, Switzerland in 1897 by a man named Theodor Herzl. He said that he was going to find the land that God promised the Jews. But when you
hit the like button, please.
Herzl was an atheist. He did not believe that God even existed. So, how is a man who does not believe that God exists going to find the land that God promised to his chosen people? This man is Satan in disguise. Zionism is simply a political philosophy that brought about the state of Israel. It has absolutely nothing to do with religion. Now, its main goal is to seek to confuse people and make them think that Zionism and Judaism are the same exact thing. And when you look into it just a little bit further, you realize that Judaism originated in Africa. The first Jews in the world were African. Why do you think DNA tests are banned in Israel? The last thing they want them realizing is that they're really not God's chosen people. Zionism is devilish. It is imperialism. It has gone and taken the lands of the Palestinian people, and through terrorism, ethnic cleansing, and a genocide, it has driven them out of their homeland. And then through that same terrorism and with the backing of the United States government, it maintains its power. Now, if, like me, you've been watching the last couple of years very confused because you think to yourself, you think God wants you to mass murder people? You think you're on the right side of history when that's what you're doing to innocent women and children? Well, it starts to make a lot more sense when you realize that the people who created this movement did not believe in God. In the United States of America, 50 million people live in food insecurity, 18 million of those being children. Yet it sends the state of Israel billions and billions of dollars every year just for Israel to turn around and bomb the Palestinian people. If that's not Satan in disguise, then what is? Zionism is a satanic.
Right now, Donald Trump and his goonies are doing a genocide on Black and brown people. That's my opinion. I'm standing in it. Who do you see being targeted? Black and brown people. He trying to ethnic cleanse America. The people that was here before Donald Trump and his family ever have gotten here. African people was here before anybody. Anyone else on this earth. The brown people was here before Europeans got here. But you want to do an ethnic cleanse to get rid of Black and brown people. You're threatened by us. We're more closer than God than you are. But you make up your lies. I'm not saying we're not all God's children. Yes, we are. And God loves all of us. The first people foot to touch God's green earth were African. And brown people came next. The brown people with their beautiful hearts and souls, hardworking people, they were here before the Europeans got here. But the greed of the European, the men from the Caucasus Mountains, cavemen, decide to take everything. The ones that came here from Europe, they weren't the best people to come from Europe. No. Donna, your ancestors were not the best people to come from Europe. Stop telling your lies. Benjamin Netanyahu, which real name is Benjamin Zwoski, whatever his name was, from Poland. Him and Donald Trump both lie about where their ancestry come from. They two of a kind. When you flip the coin over, you got Donald Trump and Netanyahu too, Benjamin, with the fake last name. Trump just doesn't know when to shut up ever. War criminals are real. Look at Trump.
Can you get me this weapon, that weapon? Some of them I never heard of, baby. Weapons to kill tens of thousands of children, women, men. He sat there laughing. He'd phone me at night. He'd give me a call. He'd say, give me the weapons. I want the weapons. I don't know what they're called. Just those big weapons. They go bang. They go boom. What if these arsewives in the Knesset want to understand why they're so hated and loathed in the region? It's for the total moral dissonance and disconnect in what they're saying here and how over the border you've got, at best guesstimates courtesy of the Lancet, 680,000 dead people. It's got nothing to do with Jewishness, Judaism, anti-Semitism. You're a bunch of sociopathic psychopaths. He was phoning up, give us your worst weapons. Give us weapons I can't even remember the names of because they're so fucking malevolent and evil and destructive. And Netanyahu sits there laughing and smiling about this anecdote. It's become a over cigars and over champagne anecdote. But we'd get them here, wouldn't we? Huh? Yeah. They are the best. They are the best. And but you used them well. You used them well.
To unalive children, huh?
You used weaponry I can't pronounce or remember.
And Donald Trump brags on that.
So genocidal and complete in its destruction. You used it well. Times, can you get me this weapon, that weapon? Some of them I never heard of, baby. Weapons to kill tens of thousands of children, women, men.
I rest my case. Shall the court continue on? Yes, we shall. So, when you look at your inflated grocery bill this week, remember that right before he told you prices are down, he spent the day finalizing a $20 billion bill bailout for Argentina. Trump is not America first. Who's going to bail us out? They don't care to bail us out. Food prices so high that when I go to grocery store, I have to pick and choose. When I really want something, I can't get it. I got to choose something that's a little bit more in my price range. When I'm used to buying whatever kind of salmon or tuna I want, I have to choose a cheaper tuna and salmon because it's so effing hard out here right now. It's people that they don't even have a place to live. They lost their apartment building where I live. They didn't see that coming. People lost their cars. They had to downsize to other cars. They had to downsize and go live with people. That's America right now. I watch TikTok and YouTube and Instagram. My beautiful white people on TikTok crying. They working 2 or 3 jobs and they can't feed their families because they got too many bills. And those bills are car payment, They got to get to work. Gas, rent, mortgage. They got to have a place to live, Donald Trump. But you don't care because you fattening your pockets and your family pockets. And then you're making deals with other countries and you giving them billions of dollars that could go to help the homeless and the people here in America who are suffering. Hit that like button, please. Hit the like button now. If any of y'all see Tia in here, Alan, let me know. Keep putting her name in there so I can add her back as a moderator. Her name is not the same name. Something happened with she doesn't have that same name, but she want me to add her back as a moderator. And I don't see Tia in here right now, but I need to hurry up. Tia, I love you, girl. You need to put something, dollar signs or something in the chat so I can know as you please. So, Mike Grinder, you had time to do this. He made sure he had time to do this one I'm about to show you all. But you couldn't swear in. He went to his office to do something else. So he had time to be there. But you wouldn't swear in the Dem that won the special election. You can do this, Mike Johnson. But you can't do the right thing. You swore in your white constituent Republican MAGA party people the same day they were certified in. But this Democrat, a brown woman, you couldn't swear in because you know what? She will give the Democrats the 218 that they need. See, the white man can't stand defeat. And Mike Johnson feel like if he allowed her to do it, then Dunny gonna find a way to get him up out of there. You only think about yourself, and that's the typical mediocre white man.
I'm going to make an announcement today.
He had time to do this, but couldn't swear in the Democrat that won the special election.
I'm proud to tell you that together with my
Hello,
friend,
King
Speaker
George
of the Israeli Knesset, the equivalent of our Congress, we're going to embark upon a project
Hello,
together to rally
GTA
speakers and presidents of parliaments around the world so that we will jointly nominate President Donald
Well,
J.
he
Trump
went out of
for next
session to
year's
do
Nobel
this,
Peace Prize.
NC.
No one has ever deserved that prize more. And that is an
I don't even
fact.
get EBT, Rico. Maybe your mama do.
Quote, whoever saves one life, it is though he has saved an entire world. That's what some of the rabbis there would say. Some of the
hit the like button, please.
He noted would say. It's an indisputable fact that no president has undertaken the work of saving lives and pursuing peace with such determination and with such remarkable success as President Trump. And under his leadership, we are witnessing the dawn of a new golden age.
I'm gonna go back to this. Hold on. I'm about to give you what you want and give you what you need. No, I hope you didn't delete that, Alan, because I want to eat them up. But Alan saved you. So you better thank my moderator because I was gonna eat you up and tell you about how you're on that Grindr app looking for some black men so you can put your mouth on the eggplant. Alan saved you, baby. Yes, he did. He saved you. Uh-oh.
I'm going to make an announcement today. It's the announcement on in the U.S. that was made in the Knesset yesterday. I'm proud to tell you that together with my friend Speaker Ohana of the Israeli Knesset, the equivalent of our Congress, we're going to embark upon a project together to rally speakers and presidents of parliaments around the world so that we will jointly nominate President Donald J. Trump for next year's Nobel Peace Prize. No one has ever deserved that prize more. And that is an objective fact.
That's a joke.
Ohana said before the Knesset yesterday, quote, whoever saves one life, it is though he has saved an entire world. That's a
okay.
With some of the
D. Holligan. Okay, he said the terrorists are raising the grocery prices. Who set the damn terrorists? Donald Trump. The orange fat balloon for buffoon set those terrorists. So he is responsible. And who paid the terrorists, you idiot? The American people. Shall I resume? Yes, indeed. I'm going to throw shade if you keep helping with me. I got time today. Again, everything I show is fair use, great for educational purpose, great for research purposes, great for entertainment purposes. And you know I throw in some comedy, so get down with the get down, okay? What are we doing? Research, everybody. Hold on.
Did I tell you yesterday? Trump stood up there and said the war in Gaza is over. And I told you it ain't over until the aggressor says it's over. And
which
this
is Israel.
Proves my point. The Israeli military confirmed that it opened fire, claiming that a group of people approached soldiers before being shot. Al Jazeera refers to this as the first major violation of the ceasefire since it began. A day. The ceasefire lasted a day. Hours after Trump stood there with world leaders and signed what he called a historic peace deal, Israeli forces opened fire. 9 Palestinians, 9 human lives in a ceasefire. Israel said they were approaching soldiers. Al Jazeera says they were civilians. This wasn't a mistake. This was the first major violation. This is your so-called peace. What did I tell you yesterday? Trump stood up there and said the war in Gaza is over. And I told you it ain't over until the aggressor says it's over. And this just proves my point. The Israeli military confirmed that it opened fire, claiming that a group of people approached soldiers before being shot. Al Jazeera refers to this as the first major violation of the ceasefire since it began.
Donnie couldn't end a war. So what he does, he started a war in our country with black and brown people. An ethnic cleanse. A genocide on black and brown people. That's what we're living, America. And the white people stay in my chat. You can't comment because it ain't happening to you. So keep your D suckers closed. What are your D suckers? Dick suckers. How about that? Yeah, you men, I'm talking about you. Your wives need to listen very carefully. Your husband is on the Grindr app looking for men. Black men at that. They want some eggplant in their mouth. Alan, if you see Teal in there, put some $signs in the chat and it'll remind me to put her back as a moderator. Thank you. Trump is simply the truth. You have what I'm about to show you. Trump is simply the truth. You have never been attractive. Trump is vain and he shouldn't be. Trump, you're not a looker. Hell, you just not good looking and you're not good on the eyes, Trump. Somebody give him that message, please. So when he talk about the cover of the Time magazine article, honey, that's what you look like.
Well, it appears, my dears, that Daddy Dummy Pants stayed up late last night with a bit of fear over a photo. Yes, indeed. You know Daddy Dummy Pants, he really, really cares about how he appears, honey, especially when he's on the cover of a magazine. Let's go over to Daddy's Not So Trues and see why he's got the blues. Yes, Daddy Dummy Pants took to his Not So True.
Donnie wept, y'all. Donnie went to the bushes and wept.
Dark of the middle of the night, trying to spark a fight. Time magazine wrote a relatively good story about me, but the picture may be the worst of all time. They disappeared my hair and then had something floating on top of my head that looked like a floating crown, but an extremely small one. Really weird. I never liked taking pictures from underneath angles, but this is a super bad picture and it deserves to be called out. What are they doing and why? Well, let's look at this picture, dear, and see why it's causing Daddy fear. This is the photo.
He's so ugly. Oh, look at that face. That's a bussy on his neck. Donnie got a bussy because he's been grabbing women's PUSSY.
It's not the magazine, baby. It's time itself, honey.
Look at that neck.
It caused your hair to disappear.
He has a mangina.
The crown they have up there, it's a bit of your fake hair. Maybe Daddy should get some glasses today because I don't think he can see in any kind of way. And yes, we can all see.
You can't blame Time magazine because you ugly, Donnie.
Oh, baby. Can it birth a baby? Anyway, Daddy's really, really upset over this photo today. Yes, Daddy W. Pants is really concerning himself today with the photo instead of the fact that the GOP is stripping away your health care, baby. And that's something. But it's all about how things appear with him, dear, not exactly the truth. Like how he's...
Be sure to subscribe to Christina Talks Tea. It's the letter T, Christina Talks Tea. Subscribe to her YouTube channel. She's on TikTok and Instagram. Done. You never been attractive. When you was young, you wasn't attractive, but look at your parents. That explains it. So don't get mad at Time Magazine. All they did was show your neck when you got a manjana. That's what they did, Donnie. I'm 50. I don't have none of that. 52. My birthday next month. 52. I don't have that. I don't even have wrinkles on my neck, Donnie. That's that good old melanin, baby. Donnie don't know about that. No, Donnie don't know about melanin. No. See, black and brown people, we know about it. Anyway, shall I proceed? Yes, indeed. So, Trump, you ugly boy. I just summed it up for everybody. Time Magazine used a photo of what you look like, Donnie boy.
Agree with Trump. That photo is the most foul thing I've ever seen. And somehow it's real. It's not edited. It's not filtered. It's just him. Trump said Time gave him the worst picture of all time, claiming they vanished his hair and added floating objects to his head. No, sir, that's called physics and biology. That's gravity meeting poor life choices that you've made. Here's
Eating McDonald's and Burger King all the time.
Cheating, and general cruelty. It doesn't just ruin your soul. Science says it ruins your face. Chronic stress breaks down collagen. Narcissism gives you permanent scowl lines. Your body starts reporting.
Look at that head. He's an alien.
High definition. I'm going to pause for a second and read his tweet that he said about himself because it's worth a little table read as we do.
Evening, Queen Kendra
wrote a relatively good story about me. Let me do it in my Trump voice. Time Magazine wrote a relatively good story about me, but the picture may be the worst of all time. They disappeared my hair, and they had something floating on top of my head that looked like a floating crown, but an extremely small one. Really weird. I never liked taking pictures from underneath angles. But this is a super bad picture, and that deserves to be called out. What are they doing and why? Okay. Look at the photo. Orange-gray skin that looks like a traffic cone in hospice. 3 lonely hairs clinging onto a bald head for life, and a neck that genuinely
I love
looks
this
like a
lady.
vagina.
She is funny.
This is not Photoshop. Trump actually looks like that.
He looks like that.
This is nature. This is nature running its course.
He's not attractive.
All the money, all the power, all the golf clubs in the world cannot fix that. And his photos without makeup, don't even get me started.
Don't get us started. That was Lauren. Lauren.
Is the most foul.
Don't get us started. Follow I Am Lauren P.
It's not filtered.
Don't get us started, girl. Because, Donnie, that's what you look like. You never been attractive, honey. Never, ever been attractive. Look at your mommy and daddy photos. Ew. Oh, God. I thank God I'm beautiful. Real hair, real teeth, real everything. No wrinkles, no makeup, none, no foundation, none of that. Lipstick and filling my eyebrows, baby. Because God made me beautiful. Don't hate on me, baby. I can't help you ain't attractive. See, everybody got different kind of gifts. Donnie's gift is to be a con man. That's how he got the 34 felonies, okay? Netanyahu and Trump are pretty much the same person. They lie about their bloodline. They are con men. They both pimped out America to benefit for their own fortune, not for the American people.
To Minister of Internal Affairs of Jordan cooking Netanyahu in front of leaders from 57 Arab countries, and I promise you, you're not going to find this video anywhere else.
Let me add one sentence. The Israeli Prime Minister came here today and said that Israel is surrounded by those who want to destroy it, an enemy. We're here, members of a Muslim Arab committee mandated by 57 Arab and Muslim countries. And I can tell you here, very unequivocally, all of us are willing to, right now, guarantee the security of Israel in the context of Israel ending the occupation and allowing for the emergence of a Palestinian state, independent state along the Prophet will agree. He is creating that danger because he simply does not want the two-state solution. And if he does not want the two-state solution, can you ask Israeli officials, what is their end game? Other than just wars and wars and wars. I'm telling you, all of us in the Arab world here, we want a peace in which Israel lives in peace and security, accepted, normalized with all Arab countries in the context of ending the occupation.
Hit the like button, please.
Allowing for the emergence of an independent sovereign Palestinian state on June 4, 1967, lies with occupied Jerusalem.
Thank you.
That is our narrative. That is, and we'll guarantee Israel's security in that context. Can you ask Israelis what's their narrative other than I'm going to continue to go to war, I'm going to kill this and kill that and destroy this and this that?
Just like Donald Trump.
The amount of damage that the Israeli government has done, 30 years of efforts to convince people that peace is possible, this Israeli government killed it. The amount of dehumanization, hatred, bitterness will take generations to navigate through. So ultimately, the question is, we want peace. And we've laid out a plan for peace. Ask any Israeli official, what is their plan for peace? You'll get nothing because they're only thinking of the first step. We're going to go destroy Gaza, inflame the West Bank, destroy Lebanon. And after that, they have no plan. We have a plan. We have no partner for peace in Israel. There is a partner for peace in the Arab world. And that's why the international community needs to move.
Listen to Minister of Internal Affairs.
There we go, y'all. We're getting a lot of answers to our questions tonight. Let the church say amen. Alan, are you still there, baby? Alan, let me know you're still here. Hello, King Josh. I love you. So this is bad. Eric Trump, you can't save God. Eric Trump makes the stupidest statement that him and his father, they are there to save the church and God. God saves people. It's rather sad and bad. You and your father, Trump, God doesn't hear reprobated mind prayers nor callings. The problem is y'all think you are God and you will F around and find out who the living God is.
Trump went on the Benny Show and said, quote, "We're saving Christianity, we're saving God." Imagine being so full of yourself and your family's last name that you think you literally saved God.
Hi,
then
Jim.
right after saying that, he starts rambling about Colin Kaepernick, Bud Light, and DEI. You've got to see this.
We're saving Christianity. We're saving God. We're saving the family.
Oh, my
unit.
God.
We're saving this nation. I mean, DEI is out the window, Benny. I mean, you no longer have Colin Kaepernick kneeling for the national, for the national anthem. You no longer have a Budweiser going woke as hell, or all of this is
He like an alien. He had some face work done. All the Trumps had something done. Some kind of work done.
They are an obvious cult that confuses control with faith, and they're not following the teachings of Jesus at all. Do you really think Jesus Christ would support somebody who wants to take away health care from millions of Americans so they can give rich people tax cuts? If Jesus Christ came back today, Donald Trump would try to deport him and call him a radical left terrorist. But
hello, King Maurice.
Nobody needs Donald Trump or his family to save God. The arrogance of even saying that shows how far the ego of this family has truly gone. They've built a movement that
subscribe to United Now. This young man, he knows his stuff. He has great content, excellent content. So we're going to listen to our Queen Letitia James speaks for Zion, okay? Zoran, okay? Zeron, yeah.
I appreciate you, and I've got your back. This, my friends, is a defining moment.
Hit the like button, please.
We see powerful voices trying to silence truth and punish dissent, and yes, weaponize justice for
hit the like button, please.
You see, I know what it feels like to be attacked for just doing your job, but I also know what it feels like to overcome adversity. And so I stand on solid rock, and I will not bow. I will not break. I will not bend. I will not capitulate. I will not give in. I will not give up. You come for me, you gotta come to all of us.
Hit the like button, please.
This young man
Thank
believes in
you.
the same values that I believe in, recognizes the pain and the struggle of countless number of New Yorkers, and who recognizes that we've got to change the way that we do politics in this city. So let's turn this page. Let's canvass and talk to our neighbors and tell them the good news that we are about to elect a man who believes in their future. And let's lift up the spirits of those individuals who have been left behind, who don't believe in politics. You believe in Zoran. And right now, I need all of you to make some noise.
I believe in Zoran, and Zoran is the new mayor of New York City. You speak thee into existence. You don't wait for anybody to tell you what's yours. You let God tell you. He is the new mayor of New York. Take a listen. And we're going to be getting out of here.
Zionist tool. He is an instrument of the deep state, and he is sexually and financially compromised, according to MI6 and some CIA sources, not official. He is owned by Zionist sugar daddies. First you buy a newspaper, then you marry the daughter, then you buy a building, then you get the dad, then you take his power. This is actually on Bloomberg as how Jared Kushner is going to execute patricide. What people don't understand is that Ivanka Trump was profiled by Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, both of them Mossad agents. Ghislaine Maxwell is the daughter of Robert Maxwell, who is the most famous Zionist spy in the United States of America. So my bottom line on Jared Kushner is that he is known to be an agent of a foreign power. He is known to be an Israeli firster. He is known to have executed some very bad business deals, and he is known to have been bailed out on his 666 Mark of the Beast building by Qatar. Okay? So he's compromised in every possible way. Jared Kushner is a Zionist tool. He is an instrument of the deep state, and he is sexually and financially compromised, according to MI6 and...
Honey, we learning more about that Trump family, aren't we?
Just released a new ad on how they are America first. Let's take a listen and translate what it actually means.
Talk about AIPAC.
Today, AIPAC.
On Capitol Hill, AIPAC.
AIPAC. You may have heard our name, but how much do you really know about AIPAC? AIPAC is an American organization that works to strengthen the U.S.-Israel relationship. This partnership advances America's interests.
I would love to know what interests you're advancing with AIPAC, to be honest. All I see is our taxpayer dollars going to commit a genocide. All I see is IDF soldiers getting free healthcare, Israelis getting free healthcare. Meanwhile, not all U.S. citizens have healthcare, let alone free.
And democratic values, and helps keep Israel safe. Our 5 million members are U.S. citizens, Democrats and Republicans.
They're just flexing in our face on how they control both parties. The two-party system has become a joke.
Every part of the country who urge our elected leaders to enact pro-Israel policies.
Which means we lobby your politicians with money to make decisions that are pro-Israel. Where's the America first there?
This includes expanding America's defense partnership with Israel.
Expanding meaning give them more weapons to commit a genocide.
Supporting life-saving security assistance. Confronting Iran and its terror proxies.
Wow, they called out Iran by name in this with all their WMDs. Not like Israel has a nuclear program that cost JFK his life.
And promoting peace and normalization. Being pro-Israel is good policy, and AIPAC members make sure it's good politics too. We raise money to help elect pro-Israel candidates for Congress from both parties. And we take the political fight to our opponents, helping defeat anti-Israel candidates running for the House or Senate.
They are just saying this in plain sight now, that if you are not pro-Israel, we are going to defeat you. Oh my gosh, this is crazy.
Drop the mic, I rest my case. We will continue with more of it, y'all. Hey there, Lindsay. Linda Mays. How you doing, Queen? Hello, Linda. How you doing? Who really running America? Why are we being flim-flam when we the taxpayers? Why are we sending money to Argentina, sending billions of dollars to Argentina? Why are we sending billions and billions of dollars to Israel? It seems like everybody got something on Donald Trump. They holding it over your head, baby. They shaking that carrot, and they want you to twerk for them, baby. Yeah.
Well. So Daddy Dumpy Pants is currently live on my TV, baby, and he said it today with his full throat.
And his chest
By the
out.
way, yes, he did. He said, we're making Argentina great again. So where are all those America First fools? What do you have to say today? Because from what I can see, he's not making America great, and he said it live on TV. He's making Argentina great again, you know, because that guy just so happens to be one of his friends and the cousin of none other than Netanyahu. I bet you didn't know that bit of tea, but I just dropped it on you. That's right. Why he's busy over there trying to play president of Israel today and claim peace in a big kind of way. He's also making Argentina great again. But you don't have health care here in the US of A, but you know who does, baby? Universally, they don't pay a fucking dime because they get their money from you and me. It just so happens to be Argentina and Israel. Yes, he's making them so fucking great today. He's taking your tax money and your health care away to make sure they get to keep their health care, baby. My goodness.
Subscribe to Christina Talks. T. That's the letter T.
See this nonsense with Qatar today?
The nation of Qatar, unfortunately, has historically been a funder of terrorism at a very high level.
Wait a minute, how did that get in there? My bad. This is the video I meant to show you.
Qatar asked for anything in exchange for that $400 million luxury jumbo jet, and how can the American people be so sure that they will not in the future?
I'm sorry. I meant to show you this video.
The Trump Organization, in partnership with Qatari Dyer and Dart Global, has announced its first real estate venture in Qatar, a $3 billion luxury development featuring the Trump International Golf Course and Trump Villas.
How do I keep messing this up? I'm so sorry. This is the video I meant to show you.
And I'm also proud that today we're announcing that we're signing a letter of acceptance to build a Qatari Emiri Air Force facility at the Mountain Home Air Base in Idaho. Location will be host a contingent of Qatari F-15s.
Did you see this nonsense with Qatar today?
The nation of Qatar.
America is handing over some of our land in Idaho to Qatar. See, Donnie is making all these deals to benefit his pockets, leaving America's needs out of the equation. I appreciate y'all coming to my live tonight. Take heed of what we have discussed. And a lot of these views may not be my views. And a lot of things I said are my opinions. But take heed. Take pieces that you want to take with you. Research. Do your research. Because America, we are drowning. And Donald Trump and his cabinet don't give a F about us. They're getting richer, baby. That's what's happening here. Their pockets in the bank accounts getting fatter and fatter, while the American people are suffering. We are in a recession, and they will not claim it. But in my opinion, we are. The last time we was pulled out of recession was President Barack Obama. The one that Donnie will always live in his shadow. The one that received the Nobel Peace Prize. Donnie couldn't get the Nobel Peace Prize. It was given to a brown woman. I love y'all. I'm going to let y'all go. We're gonna continue with this tomorrow. I'll do y'all want more. Let me know. But what I will do, where I stop is where I'm going to start tomorrow. And I can tell exactly where I stop. Because I got so much research to share with my people. We need the education, y'all. Education is the key to success. I'm going to let you go. I love you and God loves you. Have an amazing night. Bye.